Hey guys, it's RodimusPrimal. I am back with another video, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about Cobra Kai and why, if you have not seen it before, why you should be watching it and why you should be excited about Season 3. It's not necessarily a review, but it is the excitement about Season 3 that is coming. So I've got a lot to talk about. Sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's wax on and wax off. Okay, so this show in particular arrived on Netflix recently after it had already gone through 2 seasons. The first 2 seasons had aired on YouTube Red. It was their premier way of trying to get people to sign up for the service on YouTube Red, paying a little bit extra a month to watch programming on YouTube that's not available, otherwise, and not many people did so, but the people that did all clamored on about how good Cobra Kai was. Now, what is Cobra Kai? It is a continuation of the original Karate Kid franchise, the first 3 films. I wonder if there's some tidbits of the 4th movie, in there. But I don't know because I don't remember the 4th movie very well. But the 3 movies hold a special place for me as somebody who grew up in the 80s. Now, the first film came out in 1984, just like the Transformers and G.I. Joe and how many other things that came out in 1984. And I have often said that, Ninja Turtles was the reason why I took martial arts, to be able to defend myself against bullies when I moved from New York to New Jersey. And at the same time, the story of the Karate Kid resonated with me in a way because it, in a lot of ways, was my story. Granted that the original movies, Danny LaRusso moves from New Jersey to California and gets bullied, and he has to learn martial arts to be able to defend himself. And then of course you have the 3 films that the 2 films that follow, but the films themselves are hold that special place for those of us who grew up in the 80s, so we want to see a continuation. But at the same time, we know that they are much older than they used to be. And what about some new characters? Well, Cobra Kai is a continuation that continues the story of those characters of Danny LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence and their lives currently, but we get a bunch of new characters as well. So we get the characters of Miguel and Sam and Robbie, and they are just as important to the story as Danny LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence are. And what's nice about this particular TV show is that you don't have to have seen the Karate Kid films to enjoy Cobra Kai. You can go into it brand new as if you've never seen it before, but you're going to probably want to go back and watch the Karate Kid films after the fact, because this show is that good. This is how you do a continuation. I'm talking about how Star Wars was handled by people who didn't like Star Wars or didn't care about the original characters and wanted to kill off the original characters in a very harsh and way. Or you get a person like Michael Bay who didn't like Transformers and said, I think Transformers are corny and stupid, so I'm going to do Transformers my way. You get those kind of movie makers. Instead, you get people who really cared about the original films and understand how to make good writing and be able to continue a franchise that many years later where you can't wait to see the next episode. You don't want to stop watching. I ended up binge watching all, I think it's 20 episodes, of the first 2 seasons, like in like 3 days. Like, I ended up binge watching it. It was that good. And I ended up watching the first season again with my wife. I watched the first season and the second half of season 2 again with my parents, because it's just that good, because we all enjoy the Karate Kid films. We also enjoy this show. The thing is, I will say, is that the language on the show is PG-13. So if you don't want your kids picking up some certain words, I do recommend that your smaller kids not watch it. But this show is definitely a great show. It's It's well written. You can't wait to find out what happens next. You care about the adult characters, you care about the kid characters as well. And that is something that I think a lot of movie franchises and TV shows that do continuations years later, this is how you handle a franchise. It shouldn't be reboot after reboot, or, have, let's teach someone kung fu and then call it Karate Kid because karate is Japanese. Instead, let's do a continuation that's actually smart. And that's what Cobra Kai is. Well, season 3 is coming, and I am really excited for season 3. The trailer, came out, and the reason why they made the move from YouTube to Netflix is because YouTube realized they can't make the money. They're not making up enough money to finance, season 3 and even do a season 4 of the show. And, Netflix was like, oh yeah, we'll do season 3 and we'll even do season 4 as well. They put it on Netflix, everybody goes and watches it, and, then the trailer drops for season 3. And I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get copyrighted, and also because the ending of season 2, I don't want to spoil it. The trailer itself is showing clips of what happened at the end of season 2, and you don't want to be spoiled if you haven't seen the show. They also announced season 4. That's how you build excitement, because the show is coming. It's coming in January, and I do recommend watching the first 2 seasons because it is well worth your time, and I can't recommend this show enough. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you think of Cobra Kai? Have you seen it? Have you heard about it and didn't know what it was, and didn't know whether or not you should be watching it, which you should. Of course, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well. I've got movie reviews and news coming down the pipeline. All that stuff is coming, and I'm excited to talk about it all. So stay tuned for all of that. And as always, guys, until next time, till all are one.